Hello there, everyone. I am here on the first single-player mission of Elite Dangerous Beta Premium, triggered by a thread in the official forums about this first mission showing the night sky as we actually see it from Earth. So I was wondering if I could really find the constellations, or at least the few that I know. And I think they are there. That's true. The way to get there, just as a guide, if you want to try. I'm not sure if the backdrop, the sky, will change, or if it's always the same in this single player mission. But it looks accurate from the sense that, for example, it's summertime now. I am in the northern hemisphere, and I cannot see Orion really well. Orion, typically you start seeing it in the northern hemisphere around fall, and it's a winter constellation as far as I understand. So yeah, it looks logic even for the time of the year it is now. So let's see. Okay, so the way to get to the big ladle, I think it's called in English, is if you start here looking at this planet, which supposedly has to be the Earth. But anyway, so as long as you see the planet here with the most of the sun hitting and on the side of the asteroids where you're in, you will see that below there is less sun hitting the planet. So if you're here, just turn left and pitch up around 10 seconds, let's say. Oh, by the way, this is the Pleiades here. I don't know how you pronounce it in English, Pleiades or Pleiades. It's right there, but we'll come back anyway. So let's count 10 seconds from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And now you're gonna go up here around 4 seconds or so. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, there you go. The big ladle. Can you see it? Just above my canopy. There you go. So once you are at the big ladle, it's relatively easy to find a few constellations. If you follow the right hand side of the ladle on a straight line, more or less, we should get to the Polaris, Northern Star, which is around 5 times the distance between the two stars there. So there you go. Must be, yeah, there it is in the middle of my light halo. That's Polaris. The star right in the middle of my canopy, on the top side of the canopy. Polaris is the edge of the small ladle, I think it's called in English. As you can see, the square side of the pot or the ladle is right there. So you can see the big ladle below and the small ladle above, Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. Now, if you follow the straight line we did from the big ladle through Polaris and up, we should find Cassiopeia, which is in a shape of a W, except from this side we want to see it vertical more than horizontal. So we should go up. And there you go. Can you see the stars there in the top side of my canopy? That's Cassiopeia. It's a W, even though it's not easy to see, but anyway, that's you see those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars. They can form a W, and they are vertical. If I turn my ship like so, you can see the W probably easier. Yeah. Now on top of the W, it's a star, which I cannot remember the name, but it forms one of the edges of another constellation called Cepheus of the Theo. It should be this one, right? The big one in the middle of the top side of the canopy. Let me see if I have my chart here. Let me see if I can remember the name of that star. It's on Cepheus. No, I don't have it right here at the moment. Anyway, so that's big ladle, small ladle, and Cassiopeia. Let's see if I can get back down where I was. No, I've lost my bearings. Let's see, where are you? Oh, there you are. Since with my only screen I only see one small portion of the sky, I can get lost very easily. Those of you who had 3 screens probably can do this much better. Anyway, so what else we can do? We can, oh yeah, Bootes, the Bootes system or constellation. It's also very easy to spot at least one of the edges. If you follow the edge of the big ladle to the left, that big star there, yellow one, middle of my top side of the canopy, must be Arcturus, which is the biggest star in the Bootes constellation. This constellation stretches all the way in diagonal on the right hand side of the canopy. I don't have a tool to draw it, but you can find it in some of the maps there online. So that's Arcturus, one of the brightest stars in that part of the sky. So let's go back. Big ladle again. So now to find the Pleiades, what I do is I use the base of the ladle and then I follow it all the way straight, and the Pleiades should be on my left a little bit. The Pleiades is a small cluster of stars that is very typically easily recognizable. So let's go up. You can see I'm following the bottom side of the big ladle. And it's very close to the horizontal plane, as far as I remember. We saw it at the beginning. There you go. In the middle of my top canopy, that small cluster there of stars is the Pleiades. And the Orion constellation is around the edge of the horizon, probably below it. I presume some of the stars here are part of the bow of the Orion constellation, but the belt, the most recognizable part of it, must be below. So what about trying to get there and see if it's true? We have to cross the asteroid belts. Let's see. It's gonna be pretty close to the horizontal plane of the asteroid, so maybe we can say it. But if the belt is there, we should recognize it right there in the middle of my screen, but in the other side of the asteroid field or thereabouts. I'm gonna try to keep my my roll like this so I can have my bearings. Not so familiar with the southern hemisphere, so I may get lost here after I cross the belt. I can still see the Pleiades. Okay. Somewhere here. Or maybe, yeah, those three stars over there. Maybe that's the belt. Yes. Maybe other experts in the matter can help me, but I think those three stars can be the Orion belt. Can you see it in the middle of my bottom, the front canopy? Those three aligned stars? I think that's Orion. So there you go. A few constellations on the first single player mission. That was nice. See you later.